Welcome to today's training, innovation and creativity. Think about for just a moment about the word innovation. When you hear innovation, what comes to mind? Does like tech or, um, you know, new and improved, building something on, making it better? That's innovation, right? And they talk about innovation in technology all the time. I mean, think about all the things that have been innovated throughout the 30 years I've been in business, right? When I first started in business, if Google existed, it wasn't in my hands yet, right? So, think about, those things. So it's just kind of funny to me because so much has been innovated. We use our cell phones, right? We use our cell phones as a little mini computer nowadays. We use it as a phone. There's no cord attached to it like the wall, right? All those things. So all kinds of innovation has happened throughout the years. And so what happens then next is when I say the word change. Most often when I tell people you need to change some things in your business, what happens is you kind of like curl up and you're like, oh no, change is hard. I can't do that. Change means I have to, change who I am and what I do. And it just feels hard and it feels heavy when you're talking about change. Well, the truth is innovation and change, I hate to burst your bubble, but they're the same thing. Okay. It's just how you look at it. Innovation is taking something that you have and improving it, making it better, right? Making it so that it creates something stronger for the now. It's moving into what happened. I mean, look at all the businesses that had to innovate, over the last couple of years just to stay in business, right? And so, innovation, it's a big deal because we have to keep making progress in our business, because if we don't innovate and we don't improve on our existing product services, and processes, if we don't improve on making our business stronger and better, then the reality is then our business is going to close. It's going to die out. I know that sounds harsh, but it's the true reality. If you're not willing to, innovate and create new things in your business, those processes, get new ideas, get new perspectives, things like that, then you're not going to have a business. So I just wanted to share that with you for a brief, understanding of what innovation is. Now, innovation can be really simple. I don't want to make it hard. Please, if you're watching this and you're thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to be hard work. No, it doesn't have to be hard. Does it take consistency? Yes. Do you have to work on it? Absolutely. Right. Think about that but it can be simple. It can be a simple tweak in what you're already doing that creates a whole new campaign for people to want to join you in your business, want to call you up, want to check in with you. So do those little twists, right, in business, those little innovative thoughts that comes in, those ideas, and see what happens when you put a new perspective on something. Now, why is it important for innovation and creativity? So I'm going to talk about creativity here in just a moment. But with innovation, for example, why is it important to do both innovation and get creative in your business, right? Because like I said, either you shift or your business is going to close. But you have to, more importantly, shift your mindset. Shift your mindset to be constantly looking for what's the next thing that I can do? What's the next thing I can add? And I'm not talking about spending a lot of money. For some people, you do need to spend some money. You're at that pivotal point right now where you've been doing it at the lowest budget possible. And until you make the leap and spend a little bit of money to get the right resources, to have the right CRMs, or to have the right, CRMs, your contact management. Okay. Until you spend a little extra money, your business is going to be at a standstill. I'm just being real and being honest. I mean, let me give you one quick example. So this year, in my corporation, the security business, we have a text app where we communicate with clients, we communicate with employees, because everybody wants to text these days, right? Nobody wants to be going to read emails and get the information. Then they want to get the information now with a text. So we have a text program, and the text program was okay. But in order for us to have a better system that connects to our existing system. The previous text app of last year, right, did not connect to our our electronic technical systems that we have in place already for our business. So we got a different text system for that. Now it integrates. We had to spend a little extra money to make that happen because it was the right thing to do to move the business forward. That's just a quick example. So you may have to spend a little extra money to get you moving to that next level and to make sure everything flows together. But it doesn't have to cost you a lot of money to create small, little, intricate innovations. The things about innovation, what they do, the other important things for innovating is they help you grow. Okay. Who wants to grow? Okay. Because I know that I do. I'm still constantly in the growing phase, right? It keeps you relevant, keeps you current now with what's happening. Look and see what's happening out in the world and then innovate, right? It helps you stand out from the crowd and can put you in a unique position above your competition. I mean, that's a bonus, right? But the strongest thing right now is by innovating, by stepping into what is needed now in the economy that we're facing right now. Our businesses don't have the same opportunities that grocery stores have. Okay. And what I mean by that is you go to the grocery store, the gas station, the retail markets, and they raise the prices. Or they don't raise the price, but they change how much is in the product, right? In the box. The box size didn't change, but the pounds or the weight in the boxes changed, right? They can do that automatically. They don't have to ask your permission. But in a business that is a service-based industry, right, where we're relying on the next client, the next client, the next client, we can't just suddenly just give them less at the same price. I mean, some people do. And I talk about that in a different mindset. We can't just raise our prices and expect people are still going to buy from us unless they get more value, right? Where the grocery stores, they don't have to add more value. They're just raising their prices. So we have to innovate. We have to get creative in our businesses because that's what this time right now requires of you. It requires of your business. Okay. So those are the important reasons of why you want to innovate. And the things that you have to think about with creativity. Okay. Creativity. I don't know about you, but for me, in my younger years, I feel like I was a lot more creative, right? I did, needlepoint stuff. I did stitching, I did crocheting, I did all the kids' arts with my kids, right? I used to make Christmas presents for people. And, of course, all of that was entrepreneur with employees, but for a while I kept thinking, I'm just not creative anymore. I'm not you've heard the phrase creative. I'm a creative. Okay. It makes those people that don't feel like they're creative as not creative. And somewhere along the way, I think we lost the mindset that we're all creative, right? We lost the track that we are all creative. We're just not creative equally. And what I mean by that is there are some people, and you can go to any museum in the world and these people, right, that are extremely creative when it comes to painting, all right, pottery, musicians, right? They're creatives, right? They have all that creativity. Woodworkers, people who build things, architects, right? These are all creatives, right? Okay. Well, what about the everyday you and me, right? We're working our businesses. We don't feel like we're creative. Some of us are a little analytical, right? A lot analytical, whatever. But we are creative, and you just have to get creative in your business. You know your business better than anybody else, right? So you can get creative. My creativity comes around ideas and around business, and my creativity comes working with my clients and asking them questions. I have come up with some of the most creative questions, throughout the years. A lot of times we joke about, I'm just a professional question asker because I ask so many questions because I really want to truly understand what my clients are going through, what they want to solve and resolve, right? And so I will ask questions. I'm extremely creative in that area. So what are you creative in? Where are you creative in your business? Some people, it's the arts and entertainment that makes them creative. Some people, it's their ideas, it's their processes. For some people, it's, just digging in and like not stopping, like they're so creative, they're hyper focused, right? Like you have creativity in you. So don't be afraid of the word creativity when it says you need to be creative and innovate in your business. Be creative, whatever that is for you. Find what your creativity is. For some people, creativity is just loving on children. They can find 100 million ways to love on kids, love on their community. They can be creative at resolving, pet problems, or, right now, the overpopulation of dogs in the shelters. They get creative trying to find ways, ask you to be a foster, and then, you're a failed foster and you end up with a dog, right? Like they get creative. So there's a lot of different creative ways that you can be in your business. So in your business today, I'm really sharing with you is to think creatively. Okay. You are creative. So think creatively, embrace change, right? Embrace the innovation in your business. Look, you're going to try and you're going to fail. I already talked about this previously on another one. Okay. You're going to make mistakes. And then you pick yourself up and you're going to try. And sometimes you're going to succeed. You're going to succeed because the odds are there. It's nature, laws of nature. There are some odds. So you're going to try and you're going to fail, and you're going to try and you're going to succeed. So why not just keep trying? Right? Trust me, I've been in this for 30 years, right? Trying and failing, trying and succeeding, trying and succeeding, trying and failing, trying and failing. Look, it happens. That's the nature of business. You want to make sure that you're gaining new skills. Whatever it is that you want to innovate, if you don't have the skills, then get the support by finding the skills necessary, right? Learn from others who have been through that, who have done it. If you're on the cusp of being somebody who, like, I'm going to break this open because somebody's going to see that you're doing something totally new and innovative, guess what? You're going to be the leader, right? So learn from others and be ready to be the leader. That's where the Hive Society is here. We have the Hive Society group here where I'm giving the free weekly trainings here or Facebook Lives, right? And then I also have the Hive Society membership where I have all kinds of content, all kinds of information in there for you to learn from. So you can learn new skills, learn from others who have done the work, right? You want to get new and improve your processes, right? You want to update your process. You want to, create new systems and structures in your business. And I know that's the boring stuff nobody wants to talk about, but it's the stuff that's going to keep you in business for a long time. Okay. And if you don't trust me, go and talk to any business that has employees that are making multi-million dollars, and they're going to tell you because they have systems in place, they have processes that their employees follow, that their team follows, whatever it is. Those have to happen. So yes, they're boring, but I'm still going to tell you about it because I think they're extremely important. And then accountability, having somebody holding you accountable to going after what it is that you want to innovate, right? And here's a little tip. Okay. When it comes to innovation, you're not reinventing a wheel. Do not try to reinvent the wheel. The wheel is already built. What can you do to improve the wheel? Okay. What can you improve what's already there, what's already in your business, and shift it just a little bit, right? So we think about it. This is the winter here in the US right now, right? And in California right now, we've been going through some serious storm action. And, the cars that don't have good tires that are kind of bald, they're not doing well. But there's tires out there that are perfect for the rain. There are tires that were innovated to make it easier to go through the snow. You see, they took the tire of a car, and they innovated it based on what was needed in the society and what was needed, to keep people safe. Simple. Don't recreate the wheel. Okay. Just improve on something that you're already doing, something that's already there. And then ask yourself, I just challenge you to ask yourself just a couple of questions when it comes to innovation, right? Is what problems do I have right now in my business that have occurred more than once? Did you have, a snafu with technology? Did you not communicate well with your community? Did you have the same complaint about your services? I'm not asking you to tell me about those. I'm asking you to think about those because those would be some of the first places that I would go to start innovating and getting creative, right? What extra added value can you add to your current systems that are working that everybody loves you for? Here's another question. What are your clients, your past clients, what do they keep asking you for that you haven't been willing to step into? What are they asking you for that you're saying to yourself, I just don't know how to do that? What if you did know how to do that? Would you be able to get more clients if you added something else? Now, you may not want to add it because it's not what you do and it's not what you want to focus on. Okay, but could you bring in a guest speaker maybe on that with your clients? Could you share stories? Can you do something? These are just a couple of little examples, but could you do something that takes it to that next level for those people for what they're asking for from you? Because they know, or you have the opportunity to bring it forward. They love you enough to keep asking you for something more and something different. So how can you add that value and innovate something so that it works for them? That's just a thought. Think about what are the results that you want to create here in 2023. Since it is a new year, I'm going to ask that question. What is it that you want to, at the end of the year, say to yourself, I did this, I made this happen because I was consistent and I followed through on everything. What would that be? How would you feel? What accountability would you need to put the plan into place to make that happen? Right? So there's just a few questions to think about. What might you put into place? What might you innovate? What might you shift just a little tiny bit this week, this month, this year? What could you do differently without making it hard, like change, right? Make it much more simplified through innovation and get creative in your business because the economy is not going to make a sudden shift. It's not. Things are more expensive now. Businesses are struggling. People are struggling on what they're getting paid. Might be time to get a side hustle, right? Whatever it is for you, I just want to support you and I want you to know that I'm here to do that.